Okay. Hello, my name is Virgil Dismeyer. I am your SCORE moderator today, and with me is Angela Bonner from Veritas Marketing. We will share the presentation and take your questions at the end. If you have a question as we proceed, type it into the chat box and send it to us for use at the end of this session. This is the last webinar in our Do-It-Yourself website series. Other webinars in this series included Build Your Website, Hire a Professional, and Upgrade Your Website. This one, as you can see on the screen, is entitled Find Your Website. Now I will let Angie introduce herself and handle the first half of the presentation. Angie?
Thank you, Virgil. I am Angie Bonner, and I am an account executive with Veritas Marketing. Taking this webinar should have been preceded by the self-learning list posted on the SCORE Minnesota website. It may be helpful to review the other webinars in this series. ebusinessnow.org has several how-to guides, including how to be found online and others. The National SCORE website has online resources that discuss search engine optimization and marketing your business on search engines. The objective of this webinar today is to help you understand basic search engine optimization and to get your website found online. This is an outline of what you will learn in this webinar. We will cover how websites are displayed on search engines and ways that websites may be found on the Internet. We will also review how you can enhance your Internet visibility. It's important to be patient. Don't expect miracles overnight. Even if you hired a professional to develop your website, it takes time for your website to gain page rank in search engines such as Google and Bing. Key ingredients to search engine optimization include a well-constructed website, rich content that features keywords and phrases that your prospects may use to find your website in a search engine, and links from other websites. To increase visits, all companies need to promote and build awareness for their company, products, and/or services in other ways. The Internet and search engines are continually changing. Keep learning and exploring new ways to increase your visibility on the Internet. While very important, everyone assumes you have to be found by a search engine like Google or Bing. That is only one of the ways to draw visitors to your website. Other ways to gain website traffic include direct, referral, social media, and advertising. We will review each of these. One way visitors gain access to your website is by typing in the URL or domain name into a browser window to go directly to your website. While essential, your website is only one part of your marketing mix. Visitors may have found your website address from an email signature, business card, printed literature, verbal referral, or another marketing tactic. It's important to promote your business and your website in many ways. Once they are on your website, it should provide them with rich content along with a reason and method to contact you. Referrals from other websites is often a cost-effective and powerful way to gain traffic. In addition, links from other websites to your website help increase your chances of showing up in a search engine. Referral links can come in the form of a listing on an industry, association, or local directory. Reciprocating links with a website that has a similar target audience to yours is a valuable way to increase traffic. Ask companies with complementary products or services and vendors or partners to trade website links. You include a link to their website, and in exchange, they link to your website. This slide shows the reciprocating link on the SBA and SCORE websites. They serve the same audience in different ways, so this is a logical partnership. Similar to referral traffic, Links from social media websites such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and blogs increase your website traffic. Search engines give preference or increased page rank to websites with links from other more popular websites. And there are few websites more popular than social media websites. Active search marketers benefit with high visitor traffic. Social media integration is covered in more detail in another SCORE webinar. Search engine optimization and search marketing may not be enough. As mentioned previously, it takes time for your website to float to the top of the list for organic search engine results. To gain additional visibility, you may want to consider paid advertising options. Some traditional methods, such as newspaper, radio, and magazine advertising, can be expensive. There are many online advertising vehicles, including website banner ads, media-supported e-blasts, and pay-per-click or PPC campaigns. Vendors that offer pay-per-click options include Google AdWords, Bing, Yahoo, and other search networks. The circled areas on this search results page are paid advertisements. Reaching the right target audience, managing the budget, strong messages, and return on investment are essential to all good advertising. In Google AdWords, you create campaigns, ad groups, and ads. Campaigns allow you to set a budget, geographic area, demographics, days and times, and other settings to determine where an ad appears. This can be helpful if you are targeting different countries or demographics and want them to have individual settings. Under each campaign, there can be a series of ad groups. Each ad group should have multiple ads and keywords. Text ads allow for a 25-character title, 70 characters of ad text, and 35 characters for a display URL. Test multiple ads in each ad group to see which ones have better visibility. You enter a bid on a pay-per-click basis for each keyword or phrase assigned to each ad group. Good keywords are not too vague. You don't want to pay for clicks that don't fit your business. You can choose to have these ads appear on Google and/or their search networks. There are many good tutorials on the Google AdWords website to help you learn about developing and managing an effective pay-per-click program. While Google AdWords is the most popular pay-per-click vendor, they aren't the only option. Here are examples of other pay-per-click vendors. Searchlight, for example, does more work for you. They create the ad, place it on various search engines, and pay-per-click networks. They also guarantee a number of annual clicks. Google is the market share leader in organic and pay-per-click usage. 80 to 90% of all clicks from searches on Google are from organic search results. Search engine optimization is very important and should be your priority over pay-per-click and other advertising. When you do a search for flower shops in Minneapolis in Google, you get 3 types of results. The results circled in green on the top and right side are paid advertising. The results circled in red are Google Maps or Google Places listings. The results under the paid ads and above the Google Places listings circled in blue are organic results. More organic results are listed under the Google Places listing. One of the search engine optimization tactics you should take advantage of is claiming your Google Maps or Google Places listing. Simply go to Google Maps, type in the name of your business, and click on the Business Owner link to begin the process of updating your listing and adding images. Google verifies the listing via postcard or telephone. Search engine optimization, or SEO, are tactics used to help your web pages be displayed in organic search results. Some SEO tactics are visible and others are behind the scenes. This is a list of some of the important elements. An organic search result displays the page title and description text. If you designed your own website using a website editor, you are able to change the page titles and descriptions. The page title and description should reflect the content on each page. If you hired a professional, be sure that they include proper page titles and meta descriptions for each page in the code. This can get a little technical. We are simplifying it here. There are many SEO professionals available to help with this task, but you may want to try experimenting on your own first. Site Builder, the website editor used in the previous webinars, allows you to manage the page name and description on each page of your website. There are no guarantees on being displayed on the first page of a search. What page your listing appears on in a search depends on many factors, including page rank, popularity of a given keyword or phrase, and popularity of other websites with those same keywords and phrases. Content is the most important way websites are found by search engines. Include rich and informative content on your website. Spend some time making a list of keywords your prospects may type into a search engine to find your website. Those keywords should be worked into your copy, used as alt tags on images, and ideally be in the URL for a given page. Alt tags identify an image or graphic within a text. Search engines cannot see images. The term keyword is used to describe many elements. It is important to recognize where and how they are used. In the past, search engines used keyword meta tags in the HTML coding for a page. To eliminate keyword stuffing, major search engines now look at the page titles, descriptions, content, and navigation for the search term. Spelling and grammar are important. Have other people proofread your content. Include a call to action or method for contacting you on every page. Key information should be seen above the fold, in other words, without scrolling down the page. All content should be easy to read, and the page layout and colors should be pleasing. For more information about web design, review the Build Your Own Website webinar that's part of this series. Your website should be intuitive to navigate. Provide multiple ways to get to pages. Search features and sitemaps also provide additional methods for navigating your website. Using keywords as menu items enhances search engine optimization. Text links should be underlined or a different color to make them easier to identify. Breadcrumbs offer another form of navigation and help browsers figure out where they are on your website. Search engines also utilize breadcrumbs and footer navigation. Avoid long scrolls by grouping topics into subpages.
Okay, Angie, I guess this is where I step in. In case your website results still don't meet your expectations, there are other steps to further enhance its effectiveness. And we will go through what you, the website owner, might do to make your website easier to find. Above is a list of the additional options you may want to explore to improve your website's search engine results. And we will talk about each of these as Angie did in her portion of the presentation. Here are several optimization, analytic, and search engine optimization tools to help you improve your website and gain more visitors. Every website should also have a website statistics tool. If you built your own website, it may be a part of the website editor. If a professional built your website, it may be Google Analytics. Without this, you cannot monitor and track your search engine optimization improvements. Two other important tools are the webmaster areas for Google and Bing. They will show you statistics, plus the keywords used and links to your site. This information is invaluable. There you can register a special sitemap just for the search engine spiders or robots. Both offer a wealth of information in their forums and libraries on search engine optimization. And they provide you with data and diagnostics about your website. Link Popularity will display who has found your site and their links to you, if any. Keyword Density is a tool to compare two websites so that you can use the data to modify your own site if you compare unfavorably. SEO Chat simulates a search engine and displays how they view your site. And finally, Basic Website Review also analyzes your site so you can use the results to modify your keywords and other content for better results. There are many other tools available. All of them take time to understand and use. Again, the word is be patient. One of the things you can do is you can compare your website with similar websites that rank higher in the search results for a given keyword or phrase. Type in a keyword from your site and look at the results. Then look at your competitors' sites. Note things that they may be doing better. Can you add some of their keywords to your website? And up above, you can see that we have shown that if you right-click on a competitor's page, you will see the meta tag information Angie mentioned earlier. It's HTML coding, so note the page title, the description, and other keywords. From this analysis, you may be able to glean some ideas for making your own site better. Another thing that you can do is that Intuit and other website editor vendors offer search engine optimization tools within their template software. Intuit features one such item right here called Traffic Booster. This option or feature within Intuit's Site Builder adds a footer on your website. Traffic Booster scans your website and creates keywords that search engines might be looking for. This takes 6 to 8 weeks to become effective. You will see it on the scoredemo.com website on the next page. This shows an example of a footer on our scoredemo.com website. And this is the footer that the audience would see, and if you click on the profile link, it will display what Traffic Booster has deciphered from your website. Within the Site Builder software, you can control the appearance, the background, and so forth of this footer. But this is one of the tools built into your template software. You might also enhance your chances of being found with a tool that Intuit and many other website providers offer. This is to list your website on over 100 other websites, including search engines, review sites, and shopping websites. There may be an additional fee for using this service. You can also do it yourself using websites like the two we have listed on the slide, AdMe.com and SubmitExpress viability.com. But you will have to do this regularly to keep your listings up to date. If you reach a point of frustration or just don't have the time to devote to getting your website found, then an SEO professional might be helpful to you. Once you publish your website, you will receive unsolicited emails from these SEO experts. Make sure your own efforts need help before taking this route. Before you hire a consultant, research what they provide versus others. You might use a professional for a short period of time and then continue on yourself. The previous webinar on Hire a Professional will give you some hints on selecting people to help you. For the next steps, you might say, what else? Well, this concludes the fourth webinar in our Do-It-Yourself series. But there are more topics to come. We will be covering social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, and blogs, and how you use them to market your product in subsequent webinars now under development. Also in our top 10 priorities for SCORE Minnesota is one on understanding financial statements right here, and new mobile technology and how to use it in business. Both of these are high on the demand list by our clients. Watch your SCORE Minnesota chapter websites for upcoming webinars and announcements or face-to-face workshops that may address some of these topics. Okay, we're getting close to the end, and I don't know whether Angie and I have answered all of your questions. We can't anticipate everything. We suggest that you always use the vendor's help and telephone support to get technical answers that apply to that provider. For Intuit especially, use their community discussions for a great and open discussion of issues. If you have general questions, find your Minnesota chapter and ask one of their counselors for your support. SCORE counselors are not experienced web designers, but they can help you refine your question, or they may know of other resources in the community that could help you. On the national level, you go to this website and click Find a Chapter to find a local chapter close to you and set up a relationship there to guide you further. Finally, we have added a dedicated special email for you to use. We will attempt to answer your questions or refer you to a resource which other viewers may have suggested. We will answer your questions only via email or Skype. No telephone support is being provided. Your questions will become our frequently asked question list to be posted on our local chapters' websites. So that's how we plan to handle questions in the future. Now we have some time left, and we'll see if any viewers have typed in chat questions that we should try to answer now. So, Angie, do you have any questions like that?
Yes, actually, we do, Virgil.
Okay.
Here's the first question we have. How do I find places to list my website for free or at very low cost? Maybe you should help us out with that.
Okay. Well, everyone should submit their website to something called domz.com. The search engines have a relationship with DOMS, and it helps you gain page rank and get indexed. That's one suggestion. Secondly, look for industry and local directories that are free or low cost on the Internet. There are even directories of directories, such as web-directories.ws. So that will give you an index of what directories exist. If you belong to an association or chamber of commerce, ask if they have a directory. Often you can submit your own URL to them. Many publications have buyer's guides that accept URL submissions, often for free. Once on the directories, the submit URL link may be at the bottom or top of the website in very small text, but look for that.
You know, Virgil.
Angie, do you have anything to add?
Yes, actually I do. If you're doing something locally, local.yahoo.com and metrolibraries.net offer free listings of your website. Other directories could include Manta, Zoom Info, Yellow Pages, reversed phone numbers, and don't forget about that Google Places. If you have an e-commerce website, ShopNow and Google Merchant Center are excellent places to list your products and websites. And reciprocating links to companies with similar target markets or that are partners usually require an email or telephone call to the company's marketing department or their owner. As we mentioned, social media outlets are great links for your website as well because they get a lot of traffic. Here's our second question, and I think this one is actually one that I should answer. Could you expand on the word organic and organic results? Organic search results refer to non-paid search results. Once your website has been indexed by Google, Bing, and other search engines, there is automatically a potential to come up in a search result when people enter your keywords or phrases. Remember, it can take time to gain page rank for your keywords or phrases, and be patient. There's never a guarantee as to where your website will appear on an organic search term. To see if your website has been indexed by search engine, enter your website address in the search engine's search bar and see if you come up. If you don't, submit your URL to the search engine. And this is our third question, and I think this one is for you, Virgil. How do directories work?
Well, directories are a lot like any index. They are websites that specialize in listing some business by industry or product or service, location, or any other category. Once you've submitted your URL and completed any information they require, they typically review the listing before posting it into their directory. There are many, many free and low-cost options in this category, and you may have to use that site that Angie referred to, or I did, on web-directories.ws to find the ones that you want to get listed on.
All right, so our fourth question is, how do I know if I'm using good keywords and phrases in my website? Well, once you've developed a list of keywords that you think your prospects may use to find your website, there are many online tools to research their popularity and gain additional ideas. Google Trends provides very good information for search terms. Others include wordpot.com, keywordcountry.com, and there are others. And our last question for today, I think we have time for one more. Okay. What is a sitemap that you referred to on one of these slides? And I think you can answer that one for us, Virgil.
Okay. A sitemap is something that is posted to the root directory of your web server that is hosting your website. Typically, the file is called sitemap.xml. There are many free sitemap generators available for you to use on the Internet. You enter your web address and it builds the file for you. Once posted to the root directory of your server, it should be registered in the Webmaster Tools for Google and Bing to use. So a sitemap is like an index of the pages in your website, and it helps the spiders and the search engines to maneuver through your information. Looking at the clock, Angie, I think that is all we have time for. If there are any unanswered questions that we haven't responded to, we will take care of your concern by an individual email. Now we come to our standard disclaimer that we have to make. All content in these webinars are offered strictly for training of our clients. SCORE Minnesota nor any of the chapters of SCORE endorse any vendors. All vendors discussed in this presentation are for examples only, and screen prints provided in this presentation are for illustration only. If you use a different service provider, screenshots of the very same thing from that vendor will appear slightly different. And of course, we recognize that certain of the terms we used are registered trademarks. We couldn't put these kinds of presentations on if we didn't rely upon the help of a lot of people. And we recognize these contributors to this webinar. Google, obviously being the leading search engine, has helped us in putting this together. Site Builder is the website provider tool upon which this webinar was based. And obviously, Veritas Marketing, with whom Angie is associated, has provided us technical advice throughout these first 4 webinars, and also provided the narrative for some of the technical parts of this webinar. We appreciate their efforts very much. And of course, none of this could be possible without having a funding sponsor called SPEDCO. Well, this is the last webinar in this series of do-it-yourself building and upgrading and finding your website. Take a look at those series, and we hope that we have provided you with enough information to help you move forward with confidence. At this point, then, Angie and I wish you a goodbye and good luck as you move forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please stand by.